Hey guys, what's going on? So today is my 1200th day in Marvel Strike Force, and as you can see, I'm sure you're all jealous of the 25 power cores and 3 red stars that I'm going to get. But let's do a roster review, and I'm going to go over basically today my war teams, my blitz teams, and my doom raid teams. And I kind of will go over where I'm at in my alliance as well. So let's start out with the basic stuff. Total collection power of 12,634,798. My strongest team power is 767, so 768,000. This is my arena team, and this is my arena defense. Let's pull them up real quick because I am doing a little bit something different on defense than what my offense looks like. So right now you can see my Moondragon is healer at blue ISO. If we go to my defense, she is striker. And the reason why I have that was because a lot of people are running Infinity Watch right now, and you kind of need Infinity Watch to beat Infinity Watch. I know there's some variations, but Adam Warlock will flip those regenerations, so might as well have her be a striker on defense, and then healer for raids, and Infinity Watch dominates in raids, especially cosmic nodes and stuff. And just kind of on an arena offense, it's manageable, but it might make it a little more tricky on defense, but it's not going to hold either way for the most part. So I'll scroll down my roster just a little bit. I have 4 7 red stars that I earned on my own. I didn't promote them or any types. I also have Dr. Doom. I got Dr. Doom unlocked last night. During this Black Widow event, when I get the miasma, he's going up to gear 15. He is also blue ISO. I have 7 blue ISO characters, and it's Infinity Watch, Kestrel, Dr. Doom, and Silver Surfer, so I guess it's 8, sorry. So my 7 reds, one is Yellow Jacket. He's actually my highest 7 red. So I have Yellow Jacket, I have X-23, I have Green Goblin, and I have Okoye. I'm happy that I have X-23 at 7 red and Yellow Jacket at 7 red. I have the Pimtech nodes of Gamma Raid, which is Greek Raid, and having him at 7 red will make it a little bit easier. But X-23, I'm happy she's there. I think eventually, I know they're expanding, and they're planning on expanding Alliance Wars from 8 defenses to 10 defenses, so you'll need, instead of 10 offenses, 12 offenses. But I think eventually in time, X-23 could be on X Factor and could make that team a powerhouse. But that's just for an example where I might throw her, so I think she'll have a lot of value even in the future. So I'm happy with her at 7 red. Green Goblin, I think Green Goblin is the man on the bench when it comes to Sinister Six, so I'm okay with him there. I don't have any plans to build him up or anything like that. And then finally, my last one, which if you saw the red star opening that happened, is Okoye. And even at 7 red, she's all the way down here still. So yeah, my arena offense and arena defense is Infinity Watch. I showed you that variation. As you can see, these 5 are who I'm farming. You can tell we've had a lot of mutant releases because that's who I've starred right now. These are the only 5 characters that I have left remaining to farm in campaign. The only other the stores that I am farming right now from at 1200 days, I need Yo-Yo from the raid store, but I'm in no rush to get her. And then from the arena store, I need Red Guardian, Scream, and Shatterstar. But my war store, I have Ghost done, I have Graviton done, I have Carnage done, I have Longshot done. I'm all caught up on the war store. All right, let's go over my blitz teams. And I'm not going to go super in depth on my war teams, but we'll just go over it. So my blitz teams are more for winning, and my goal with my blitz teams are to have a team that can beat defenders. I feel like if your team can beat defenders as a blitz sim team, then you will be all right. But I do need to add more variation. You can see where I have variation at the bottom. But so Black Order, Uncanny, Axemen, then Sinister Six. I'm just going to scroll through all of these so you can see it. And once we get to a variation, you'll see what I'm talking about. Young Avengers never wins. I need to change this team up. This team wins a lot for me. Pimtech, Red Skull, Hydra. Here's my wave 1. I have Thor with Asgardians because I feel like they win more. Let me know if you find that wave 1 with Thor works a little bit better. Here's Mercs. They sometimes win. This team will probably get boosted a little bit with I may throw, I don't know, like Maria Hill in here or something, but here's AIM, here's Kree. Here's my mishmash team of Ultron and Shuri and Vision that wins a lot. Guardians doesn't win for me, but sometimes it does. I have Heroes for Hire. I have Doom carrying the hand. Then I have X Factor with a random Kree Royal Guard. Gamora by herself wins a lot. Silver Surfer by himself wins a lot. These two together win a lot. I could move Moondragon in here and move Nebula to where Moondragon is, but it doesn't really matter that much. Kestrel wins by herself, and then these two do great. So that's my Blitz teams. Again, I would say if you're trying to set up teams that can beat defenders, and if they can't beat defenders, you may need to rework them. So let's go over my war defenses. Nothing really complex with my war defenses for the most part. I think I'm going to keep them together. I basically do what other content creators do. I'm not going to lie and say I have some great strategy behind it. War is not my favorite game mode, so I do what I can to help my alliance, but at the end of the day, I don't really care too much. So I know this team is a burden, and it's so easy to counter. But yeah, here's my war defense. So as you can see, we have a Fantastic Four, Merc with Shuri, Sinister Six, Bad Shield Coulson team. Then I have Marauders with Minerva, Wave 1 Avengers, Heroes for Hire, and the Tech team. And then my Alliance War offenses, I'm trying to think of what they are. So I have Infinity Watch, I have Black Order, I have Uncanny, I have Axemen, I have, I use Skill Military. I like Skill Military a lot. And then I kind of, there's X Factor. I also use Inhumans. I'll sub these two out, and I'll throw in Surfer and Kestrel as a counter to Heroes for Hire. I use Shadowlands, Symbiotes. I think I've listed more. Brotherhood, never use Young Avengers, and then Zemo. I think I've listed enough. I have a lot of variation in a lot of teams I can do. I can probably disassemble some of my offensive teams more for defensive teams, but still where I'm at 1,200 days as a light spender, maybe above light spender. I don't know. I just feel like my war teams aren't great, and I'm very close to being at that point, but I'm not. I also want to go and say that Killmonger right now is the last that I need for my Gamma nodes. For 4.3, I think Gamma is the hardest raid when it comes to this. But let's go over Doom raids, so you can see the teams that I'm using. Let's see where we're at right now. So we are on Mutant, which is a bad spot to show. I actually do have 5 mutants I can do, but they are X Factor, and then Sinister, and honestly, this team can probably win, but it's not the ideal team. My plan for mutants, I'll just say right out the gate, my plan for mutants is Axemen, and then the boss node is going to be Phoenix, Sinister, Emma, and then the Dad Bros. The bio part of Doom Raid that I use is I use Black Bolt mixed with Symbiotes. I sub out Venom and use Black Bolt. So let's go over skill real quick. All right, so for skill, I have a couple characters I can use, but I pretty much use the same team every time. And that team is Gamora, Kestrel, Red Guardian, Night Nurse, and Moondragon. What I'll say about these 3 at the bottom, if you already have your skill team built and it's not these 3 characters, and you can beat the skill nodes, hold off on the skill nodes and raise up what your other Doom Raid characters need to be. So if you need mutants, Mystic, Tech, or Bio, build those up first and then come back for these 3. You may want to level them up a little bit because I think they're going to be valid on war, defense, or offense, depends. But basically what I think about these 3 is I'm going to level them up right away just because I'm kind of all caught up on Doom Raids. And we're not pushing 100, so I don't need that last bit of mutant. I'll eventually get to that. But I'd rather be prepared when my alliance does want to push for 100 and have, and if we want to increase difficulties, have this team ready because it will make it an easier time, I believe. And then with this 3, I'll probably run Kestrel and Gamora, or Kestrel and Moondragon if I get more red stars on Moondragon. What I like about Moondragon is I like her ultimate and all the defense downs. I just think that will help out a lot. But I think also maybe, Night Nurse is valid there as well. All right, so that's skill. We need to go over Mystic and Tech, so let's do that. All right, for Mystic, it's just this top 5 up here. Doom, Warlock, Surfer, Thanos, and Ebony Maw. Yeah, I think a lot of people would probably recommend this team. They might use Hela. I think Thanos and Ebony Maw are kind of falling off, and I'm anticipating more Mystic characters, but Doom does a lot of the work, and Surfer does a lot of the work. Once I get a 5-star Surfer and can use that actual 5th red star, I think it'll help out a lot. I plan on, spending promo credits on Adam Warlock. I get through Mystic just fine. Honestly, Ebony Maw might die off, and Thanos might die off. That's why I'm excited for more characters. But if you have access to Adam Warlock in Doom, then go for this route. If not, I would say go for Hela and I don't know. You could do Ghost Rider. I don't know. Basically, I mean, this is, I think, the optimal team right now in game. There are subs you can make, but Hela is probably the only one that I would say you should invest in if you don't have access to these, which kind of sucks. Like, I wish there was more options for Mystic, but Doom makes it a walk in the park. And finally, we are on to tech. All right, so for tech, we just have the top row right here. We have Doom, Kestrel, Nebula, Doc Ock, and Minerva. I think I want to get Shuri up and running instead of Minerva. Minerva feels like a paper bag in Doom raids. She's all right. I mean, if you have already built up Minerva and you can get through tech, that's fine. But I kind of want to go for the optimal team that I can and kind of build that up. Doom, Kestrel, and Doc Ock carry a lot of the load. Nebula is just there because I use her on War Offense. So yeah, basically, I don't know. I think Doom, Kestrel, and Doc Ock are the three that you want, and then you could go with Nebula, or I mean, not that you should, but you could go with Nebula since you might have her leveled up for arena offense. You could go with Nebula, Ghost, Minerva, or Shuri. Maybe if you went crazy on Ultron, he might be viable, but even then, I don't really trust it. But yeah, that does it for Doom raids. Like I said, Bio, I do Symbiotes. Mutant is Axemen, and then I went over the other three as well. I'm trying to think if there's anything else right now. Basically, what I accomplished as a 1200 day player is that campaign characters, the past two I've gotten to 5 stars. One is Kestrel, so obviously I've pulled orbs on them, but I got Kestrel basically free to play at 5 stars, and Phyla-Vell free to play at 5 stars. Moondragon I got to 5 stars with her event just because I blitzed like crazy. When there's a Blitz character, I'm trying to think of the last Blitz character release that we've had. Oh, I guess we could do Calling Wing and Misty Knight. So whenever there's a new character that's a Blitz character, I like to open their orbs with power cores, so I don't really spend on these characters, but that allows me to get them to 4 stars because I'm in the top 1%, which rewards 100 shards. And I will say, I don't think there's any helping with Blitz. I wish Blitz was more competitive or there was more ranges, because I think the leap is like 45 shards, 55 shards, and then 100 shards. I think there should be some room in the middle, so if people want to grow their Blitz roster purely for Blitz, then they can. As you can see, Misty Knight's at 116 and Calling Wing's at 110, but they're both 4. That's kind of my goal. I blitz like crazy. I think it's efficient. If you have the time to do it, then do it. I have a lot of characters I need to promote. I'm saving that for the next milestone character, for example, like one that was the way that Emma was and that Symbiote Spider-Man was. But yeah, I am pretty hyped about these 3, but I would say I would definitely recommend that, like, if you are, I don't know, if you already have skill built up or you're very close to having skill built up, I wouldn't say restart with them. I would say maybe the 2 that I really like is I like Maria Hill and Captain America Sam. I like Captain America Sam purely for his ultimate, or for his passive, because it gives so much health to just to skill characters, and that's huge in raids. It just allows survivability. Also, I didn't mention why I have Black Bolt in on my Symbiotes team. It's for damage. Symbiotes are really good at surviving, but there's not I feel like there's not a lot of damage output. Some people have argued it, but I find that Black Bolt survives pretty well with Symbiotes, and his ultimate and special and basic and his burp are all very good for helping you clear that. But yeah, so that's 1200 days in Marvel Strike Force with some spending, probably about I want to say $600 worth of spending. But some of that was donations, and there was that video with Casino where he donated graciously $100 so I could do Red Star openings, and then one night I had $110 donations for Red Stars for Adam Warlock. But yeah, there's been some spending, and I don't purchase characters outright, so I kind of go through what free-to-play people kind of do when it comes to unlocking characters, like through campaigns and through events, where like that's kind of all the shards that I can get. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this. Let me know how many days you guys are in. Let me know what you think of my roster. Let me know what you guys are currently working on. A lot of times on Twitch, people will tell me or I'll ask, and I like to know that kind of stuff. So please let me know. I want to know your TCP, how many days in you are, and what your arena is looking like. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. On this channel, I do guides, I do orb openings, and I do streams, and I do all sorts of Marvel Strike Force stuff. So make sure you're subscribed, hit that like button, follow me on Twitch, join the Discord, and I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.